Okay. Hi, Mark. My name is Lily. I'm a pre-law student and I'm studying cases for negligence. And I'm going to ask you some questions about this case that's been going on. And I was wondering if, before I start with the questions, if it was okay if I could take notes.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm wondering about the case with Jane Mason and Virginia Packerman on negligence based on Jane's injury. And I was wondering if you could start off by giving me an introduction of who is Jane Mason and who is Virginia Packerman.
Both are neighbors and they're great friends.
Okay. So, being neighbors essentially and friends is kind of their relationship with one another.
hmm
Okay. So, what exactly happened?
They went over for dinner, and when Virginia was carving the turkey, the knife fell and stabbed Jane in the
So, this was kind of like a foot injury that Jane had taken, correct?
foot. Yes.
Okay, so, and it was caused by a knife falling and stabbing Jane on her foot. Okay, let's see. So, in what aspect did Jane say that Virginia was negligent?
Mm, it wasn't until the end that she said that she was negligent.
So, did she state that, how so? Like, did she say anything that could have been prevented by Jane, or was there something else that she did that was kind of purposeful?
Well, she said that as she was carving the turkey, she was grabbing the slices, and that grease was on her fingers, and that's what caused the knife to slip and stab her foot.
I see. So, let's see. So, you're telling me kind of Jane's side of the story, correct?
hmm
So, what does Virginia Pacman have to say? What is her side of the story?
Her side was that her feet were outside the table, and that she should have been watching better of what was happening.
And so, essentially, they're going to court for negligence. Is there anything else that is being accused towards one another, or something that is beyond the injury?
The Pacmans are also countersuing.
And what exactly are they countersuing for?
Just that she should have been more careful.
Let's see. Was there any other injuries that were sustained, not only to Jane but to Virginia?
None to Virginia, but Jane did get some swelling and chronic pain due to the way it was healing.
Let's see. Was there any suspected foul play?
No.
So there's no accusations that this could have been on purpose. It was just simply negligence.
hmm
You stated that they are neighbors and friends, but before the incident, was there any bad blood or any kind of fallout that was going between them or anything like that?
None to my knowledge.
Let's see here. So what happened exactly after Jane had got the injury to her foot?
Well, some bad blood started happening between them due to the way her foot was healing. Um, she had chronic pain and it was swelling up, and that's what really led to them starting to sue.
Okay. So can you elaborate exactly what conflict was happening because of her healing process.
What conflict?
Yes, what exactly was it simply because Virginia had let that happen, or was there anything else that was kind of adding on to
No,
what had happened?
from my recollection, it was just because of the injury.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Was there anything else that arose besides the pain and swelling? That was she getting any other symptoms that was maybe due to any other problems, or is everything simply because of her foot?
Well, it was the way that she was handling her foot was was the reason why it led to the foot swelling and having chronic
Can you elaborate that? How was she handling her injury? How was she kind of what was she doing while it was healing?
pain. Well, according to Dr. Tucker, Jane was told to stay off her foot for 4 weeks and use crutches, but she didn't listen to either of those instructions, and she was playing golf. And according to Dr. Tucker, that's what caused her foot to heal incorrectly.
So how does Jane, having played golf and being non-compliant against doctor's orders, have to do with her and Virginia having a fallout? If essentially what you're telling me was that she was being non-compliant.
Can you repeat the question again?
Oh, I'm sorry. So how can how was there bad blood between Virginia and Jane due to how Jane's foot was healing when essentially it is her non-compliance that made it heal incorrectly?
Well, I didn't really get that much information about that.
Okay, let's see. What else was Jane doing in non-compliance aside from playing golf and not using crutches?
From my information, that was it.
That was it.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's see. What about Virginia? How did she respond to? Did Virginia know about Jane's non-compliance?
I believe she didn't. I don't have the information about that. But she did say that she should have been more responsible on where she placed her feet.
So, do you think essentially that hmm, Virginia was mad at Jane's non-compliance to the doctor? Yes.
Now, if she was mad at the non-compliance of the doctor,
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Let's see. Can you tell me a little bit more about the counter suing from Virginia Packman?
It was just that they were countersuing just because, uh, just for the $100,000 damages that they're suing for the Masons, and that's all the information I have on
Okay, so Virginia Packman is countersuing Jane Mason for $100,000 in damages. What exactly were the damages?
that. Well, no, the Masons are suing
Okay, that's
Packman.
and the $100,000 damages is just
For negligence.
negligence and doctor's bills, or
For the information I got, it was just negligence
just negligence?
because Jane actually tried to, oh, I'm sorry, Virginia tried to actually pay for the bill, but according to the ambulance driver, Jane actually told her that they had great insurance and that it wasn't her fault.
So, ever since Jane had stated that they had good insurance and it wasn't Virginia's fault, why the sudden change?
It's just because her foot wasn't healing right. So I don't have that much information about that other than what that is.
Okay, I seem to have gathered all the information that I need to have. Is there any questions that you have for me, maybe?
Who are you gonna give this information to?
This information is just for my negligence case studies because I'm a pre-law student. So this is just going to be between me and my professor and what we're going to be looking over to study for this, and whoever other lawyers and judges that are involved in this case is going to be completely confidential.
Oh, okay. Other than that, I don't have no more questions.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.